We are on Palma Street in downtown Asuncion. There's your McDonald's. The Paraguayan people are actually very friendly. A lot of smiles. They're very open and easy people to speak with. Most of them do not speak English. It's pretty rare to actually find somebody who speaks fluent English. Many of them speak a few words, and if you make an attempt to speak a little bit in Espanol, they are very appreciative. So as you can see, it's a very comfortable street scene. When you park in downtown Asuncion, they actually have people who come up to your car and give you little tickets, and you pay them when you're done parking. One thing I would not recommend for people who are new here is renting a car until you get a little bit of a feeling for how things work here and the rules of the road. In many cases, when people drive into an intersection that's uncontrolled, they simply beep their horn and keep on going. So you do need to be very cautious. You hear lots of music downtown. A lot of the buildings are beautiful old craftsmanship. They have several malls in the area. The Hotel Chaca. Other malls are a little different than what you might find in the US. A little bit smaller, a little bit more confined, not quite as open. But all the things that you would possibly need. There's another international food landmark, Burger King. There's Pizza Hut. Starbucks does not seem to have made a huge inroad here. I've only seen one in more than a week. When you're walking on the sidewalks in Asuncion, especially on the side streets, you want to be careful. In many places, people have stolen the metal covers for the water mains, and it's possible to fall in and actually twist an ankle or trip or fall. Okay, we're going up a side road off of Palma, 15 de Augusta. One of the things you will notice is that the drivers in Paraguay drive with one hand on the wheel and the other on a horn. It's almost as if it's a form of communication. There's another hotel, La Marguerite's, on the corner. La Marguerite's runs about $120 US a night. It's a nice hotel. Got a beautiful restaurant. Food in Paraguay is about 1/3 to 1/2 as much as you'd pay for dining out in the US. If you eat at home or somewhere else, or if you eat or you cook for yourself, it's actually much cheaper. We've got the Grandos Park Hotel. The Grandos Park Hotel is one of the nicer hotels in downtown Paraguay, but they do charge about $180 US. So we're walking down Estrella back toward the hotel. We've walked down about 6-7 blocks. Now we're heading back the other way to give you a little bit of a flavor of another street which isn't quite as busy. I've been walking during the day and evenings, and given the police presence and the people, I have not been worried at all, even in the evenings, walking in the areas. I feel safer here than I do in most big US cities. Now it's actually August, so it's actually winter here. It's about 80, 85 Fahrenheit. It does get a little colder than that, but not significantly. And in the summer, it gets very hot. So in the summer, you are gonna need air conditioning, and things don't happen too much during the day. As you notice, you got to have your eyes open when you're walking on the street. They have hunting stores here, just like everywhere else. Lots of t-shirt shops, but it's not primarily focused on tourism, at least not U.S. tourism. It's very rare to find U.S. people here. In the hotel where I'm staying, there are two expats staying. However, they're the only Americans I've met here. I have seen a couple Harley Davidsons, sure signs of America. As I've mentioned before, you do need to keep an eye out on the sidewalks so you don't trip. A lot of on the side streets especially, sidewalks are a little beat up, and the further out of the central business district you get, the more rough they get to be. Now this is Alberta. When you walk up 2 blocks from Palma, up Alberta, there's a restaurant called Vienesas, which is actually La Vienesas, which is really quite good on the corner. The food quality here has been excellent. The water's been safe to drink. Many of the restaurants will have menus in English. You can't smell the smells, obviously, in the camera, but a lot of food smells, but it doesn't smell like Asia does. Asia has a completely different smell, but in the West here, we are in a Western culture. Things will seem very familiar if you have any experience traveling. When you come to Paraguay, you don't have to bring a lot of clothes. You can have your laundry done, not in the hotel so much, but at what they call a lavanderia, which is a laundry. I paid to have my clothes done. I paid 29 guarani, which is equivalent to about $7 US. There are taxi stands everywhere. A lot of people use taxis. They're not very expensive. It's about $1 to get started, and then depending on how far you go, the average taxi ride will be $4 to $7 is what I've been paying. Make sure that you are on the meter or you agree to a price in advance.